This is the video class for my Project 4s on Tuesday. Okay, you're going to need your book and a pen or a pencil. Okay, I know it's a video class, but no laughing, guys. I'm looking at you, Estella and Carla. Okay, so today, kangaroos, koalas, today is all about Australia. G'day, mate. So we're going to start with a quiz about Australia. What do you know? Okay. I'm going to read 12 sentences, and very simple. You write if they are true or false. Okay. Do you have your pencil or pen ready? Then let's start. So, number 1, the British discovered Australia first. Remember to write your answer, true or false. Number 2, wombats have square poop. Do you know what a wombat is? No? Okay, a wombat is an animal that lives in Australia. I'll see if I can show you the photo. Can you see that? That is a wombat. So wombats have square poo. True or false? Number 3, Australia has the 3rd biggest population of camels in the world. What do you think? Number 4, Australia has never had a female Prime Minister. Remember, the Prime Minister is the person who is responsible for the country. Number 5, Australia invented the pavlova. Do you know what pavlova is? Okay, I'll spell it. P-A-V-L-O-V-A. It's delicious. I recommend you Google it. Okay, number 6. A quarter of the population are immigrants. So a quarter is 25%. Number 7. There are 7 stars on the Australian flag. What do you think? Number 8. You can eat kangaroo meat in Australia. Would you like to eat kangaroo meat? I've eaten kangaroo meat. It's very nice. Number 9. Australia became independent on the 1st of January 1901. What do you think? Number 10. Shapes is a popular Australian chocolate company. Yummy. Number 11. 98% of the population lives within 50 kilometres of the coast. What do you think? And number 12. The dingo fence, which is a long barrier to stop dingoes, which are wild dogs. So the dingo fence is longer than the Great Wall of China. Have you got an answer for everything? Good. Then let's go through the answers. So number 1, the British discovered Australia first. What did you put? It's false. It was a Dutch explorer that found Australia first. Number 2 then, wombats have square poop. It's actually true. I'm going to show you a photo. It's crazy. Look at this. Wombat poop. Just waiting for it to load. Can you see here? Here's the wombat, and the poop is square. Crazy. Number 3 then. Australia has the 3rd biggest population of camels in the world. Did you put true? You're wrong, it's false. Amazingly, Australia has the largest population of camels in the world. Did you know that? Amazing. Number 4. Australia has never had a female Prime Minister. It's false. Julia Gillard was the Prime Minister from 2010 to 2013. Number 5 then. Australia invented the pavlova. Don't forget to Google it. It's delicious. It's actually false. It was New Zealand that invented the pavlova. Number 6 then. A quarter of the population are immigrants. This is true. Number 7. There are 7 stars on the Australian flag. This is false. Do you know how many stars there are? 6. Good. Number 8 then. You can eat kangaroo meat in Australia. Yes, it's true. Would you like to try it? Number 9 then. Australia became independent on the 1st of January 1901. This is also true. Number 10 then. The company Shapes is a popular Australian chocolate company. This is false. It's actually a biscuit company. Chocolate, biscuit, I'll eat both. Number 11 then. 98% of the population lives within 50 kilometres of the coast. This is true, especially around Sydney and New South Wales. And finally, number 12, the dingo fence is longer than the Great Wall of China. It's true. Amazing. So, how did you do? How many did you get correct? Excellent. So now, have a look in your books at page 64. 64. Okay. Very simple. We're going to listen and read the information about Australia. See if you can hear any of the facts that we have just done. Okay? So listen and read.
Page 64, Exercise 1B.
Australia. Australia is the 6th largest country in the world. However, fewer than 20 million people live there. The first people there were the Aborigines. They arrived in Australia about 10,000 years ago, during the last ice age. At that time, sea levels were lower and people could easily cross from Asia. When sea levels rose again, Australia was cut off until it was discovered by a Dutch explorer, Abel Tasman, in the late 17th century. Today, only 1.5% of Australia's population are Aborigines. The name Australia comes from the Latin Terra Australia, which means southern land. In the 18th century, the British explorer, Captain James Cook, claimed the land for Britain. At first, Australia was used as a prison. Criminals from Britain were sent there. Later, other people from Britain and Ireland went to live there. The British influence is still very strong. The official language is English, cars drive on the left, and the national game is cricket. In recent years, however, Many immigrants have come from other European countries and from Asia too. Australia was cut off from the other continents a long time ago, so a lot of Australia's animals, like the kangaroo, the koala and the platypus, aren't found anywhere else. Australia also has some of the most dangerous animals in the world. There are poisonous snakes and spiders. Several people are bitten every year, and school children have to learn first aid for snake and spider bites. In the north, there are huge saltwater crocodiles, and in the sea, around the coast, there are sharks and poisonous jellyfish. The largest city is Sydney, with its famous harbour bridge and opera house. The 2000 Olympics were held in Sydney. Sydney, however, isn't the capital of Australia. The capital is Canberra. Australia is a huge country, approximately 4,000 kilometres across. But most Australians live in the southeast corner between Sydney and Melbourne. This is because 90% of the land is very dry. Australians call this dry area the outback. There are some huge farms there with millions of sheep and cattle. There are 9 sheep for every person in Australia. The children who live on these farms can't go to school because the nearest town is too far away. They study at home with the School of the Air. They talk to their teacher by radio and nowadays by telephone, the internet and webcams too. There is also a flying doctor service. The doctor comes to you by plane. Australia is a rich country. Meat, fruit, vegetables, wool and wine are produced. Gold, silver, iron, copper, coal and diamonds are found there too.
Okay, so some really interesting facts here. Now it's your turn to do some work, okay? I'd like you to look at exercises 2, 3, A and B, okay? In exercise 2, you need to look at the text again and answer the questions. Number 1, who were the first Australians and who were the first European settlers? Settlers are people who go to live somewhere, so they're permanent, not temporary. In number 2, what does the name Australia mean? And finally, number 3, can you find out what these things are? The largest city, the capital city, the outback, the School of the Air, the Flying Doctor, and the National Game. Okay? In exercise 3, you need to find these things in the text. 2 explorers, 8 kinds of wild animal. Remember, wild animals you don't have in your house. They're not pets. Number 3, 5 things that Australian farms produce. Okay, usually food. And finally, 4 kinds of metal that are found in Australia. In 3B, what does the text say about these things? The Aborigines, the animals, the size, and links with Britain. That's the end of this video, so I'd like you to do these questions. When you finish, look at the video for part 2, where I'll go through the answers. Okay? So see you in a bit, and good luck doing these. Bye!